Guess what we're doing today? Today we're hiring a driver. So I'm gonna take a look at some of these drivers and see what's going on. I'm noticing that we got Gregory up here in the top left hand corner right there. We got a female driver named Katie W. We got Patrick S. And we got Jim P. So I'm gonna check and see who's here. I'm going to take a look at their skills and see what they have. This may take a little bit, so stay with me, guys. I'll come back in the next video and let you know who I go with. It's probably going to be these guys, because looking at the other pages doesn't look too good here. Yeah, we got people with really low ratings here, but they ask for little when it comes to wage. So I'm going to go for the best person I can hire today. So, okay, guys. See you, and I'll let you guys know who I hired, okay? Alright then. Alright guys, hired Katie W, and I also bought a new truck before I hired her. Company's doing fairly well, so I thought, you know what, I've been talking about buying myself a new truck. I went with a Pete. So, you will see some interior shots of this thing when it's in the day, but I bought myself a Pete 379. This thing's beautiful. I've got a custom color. I'll do some day shots for you too in another video, probably the next Truck and Talk Thursday, but there we go. That's the beauty right there. It does have a drop wheel, pale blue. I got the oversized load. I've got the rotary beacon here. So just a beautiful truck. I love it. You know, I've never been so happy with a semi in my life. I've got Katie driving the Golden Hawk. So we'll be driving Lady Blue. That's what I'll call this truck. We'll be taking a little bit of a haul here. We're taking, let me find that out for you guys real quick. I know, bad trucker not memorizing what his load is, or their load is. We'll be taking dirt. It's actually sand in a dump trailer. We'll take it to Coastal Mining in Phoenix. We're in Bristow, and not a long haul, guys, but I just gotta say, you know, but this truck, really enjoy it. I've driven it a little bit before. I took it on one delivery before I started making the video and hired somebody. Recouped a little bit. With all the modifications and everything, this truck cost me about $80,000. So not horrible as far as trucks go, but not great as far as trucks go. Not the most economic, you know, most well spent. And look at those gauges. I mean, I put the gauges in, did the custom color, did the custom dash. It's just a great truck. I talk about the movie Convoy a lot. It actually has the bulldog, or the rubber duck hood ornament from Convoy. So, Katie's already made me about $300 just driving. Things are going pretty sweet for this company right now. I mean, AMC Trucking is just, it's going real good. You just stay patient, you do your hauls, you hire who you can afford, and that's pretty much how you do well at this game. This is just, I hope you guys can hear the enthusiasm in my voice and know that I enjoy driving this bad boy right here, Lady Blue as I call it. It's a pale blue and white color scheme, and I've always loved the color blue since I was a kid. It's always appealed to me, so that's why I had to get it. I also did switch my my peripheral shifter so that it does match up with the gearing in the trucks, in this truck. So as I drop it in the fourth low, I actually do have to bring it down into what would be the third shift gate. There we go, I've got headlights now. So I do bring it down into what would be the fourth shift gate for fourth low, and then I throw it up into the third shift gate for fourth high, which I'm about to do right here. There you go. I hope you guys can hear it shifting. I know this is a little loud. I'm not used to the sound of this truck, how loud it is, but it's a good truck. I enjoy it. I'm glad I went through and pulled the trigger and spent the money, bought the truck, hired the person. I haven't put gas in this yet, so that'll be a fun adventure. I did take it on the scale. I did have to get it weighed. So, and that was fun, trying to slow it down from about 6th high. It does have an engine brake. I do use the trailer brake now for these trucks, especially when I'm going uphill. This is the first time I'm taking it out at night, so. Some of the improvements are the interior, the dash, the black steering wheel, steering column, the nose mirrors, the nose mirrors, the paint job. It didn't come stock with this paint job. The visor, the headliners and improvement. But I love this truck. I haven't driven the W900L in a while. I'm letting the other guy drive that, the other driver drive that. Golden Hawk I may switch back and forth between. I haven't done anything else to that truck. Mustang Sally, I drove to the dealer to go buy this Peterbilt, and it was just, I swear, the truck almost cried. It's like, don't forget about me. But that's what Freightliner Friday's for. I'm never getting rid of the Freightliner. The Freightliner will always be my truck. So, before I did buy this truck, I was looking into a Kenworth K100. So that's probably the next truck I bought. But I wanted to at least have one of every brand. The only other truck brand that I have to buy, other than the Peterbilt, Kenworth, the only other brand left is a Volvo, which is a cab over. And I don't know, Volvos to me, they don't seem like the average working man's truck. The truck driver's truck. They seem like they're more comfortable. But I don't know, I'd have to get in it, drive it for a little bit. Like this, with all these modifications, I bought it, had to drive it. So. But I enjoy driving this truck. Like I said before in the last video that I did with this truck, these Peterbilts do drive themselves. I mean, I barely had the foot on the gas, and it's taken off. Of course, I do need to shift up, but I'm worried about, breaking the speed limit here. Yeah, listen to that. That is a Cat 600 horsepower engine right there, and it's actually vibrating. The speakers are vibrating my steering wheel. Just how loud this engine is. It's a powerful engine. Hate to be doing this with headphones. Probably be bad. I'd probably be deaf within like an hour playing this game. I have driven this with the drop axle down. I don't really notice too many steering issues with that. I know people say that your turning radius gets a little, it gets harder to turn when you have that drop axle. So. Katie made me about $614. That's good. She's really going to work here, and I'm still on one single haul. Good driver. I really trust her. That's why I picked her. She seemed to have some good skills. You know, still fairly new to driving, but then again, you know, I'm not the greatest at driving. You guys have been here through my little trials. Oh. Yeah, come on through. I'm afraid I'd be stuck there if I didn't just pull out. I'm still learning how to shift through all the gears in this truck. I probably could have left it in third and just have gone off at about like third high. There's fourth low, fourth high, fifth low, fifth high. Let's go to sixth low, sixth low, sixth high. There we go. We're getting back to about normal speed here. Speed limit's 55. I'm only doing about 42. Not sure if you guys noticed, but I am leaving a little bit. Time to put it in the seventh low. But yeah, this thing just cruises. The Freightliner I talk about, you know, getting up to speeds this high, it starts shaking for some reason. I guess just the way the Freightliner's made. I'm also speeding here. Just realized that. The engine's probably screaming underneath that hood. But just a big, beautiful truck. Gonna try, you know, in the summer, if I get a summertime job, gonna try to buy myself some of these more expensive DCP and SpecCast or First Gear truck models, and try to get, you know, try to model the trucks that I have in this game, because it would just be cool to have something like that in the real world. And being that these are trucks that I've kind of, in a way, driven. Oh, that was bad. It's hard talking and trying to concentrate on the road, on the mirrors at the same time. But I've been able to do it. That wasn't the first time I crashed this truck either. First delivery I did run right into another semi. So with me, I just think that's something that happens. Alright, time to go into fifth low. It's also hard to find the shifter, or the splitter. They do make a peripheral with a true 18 speed shifter, but I can't afford it. It's like $100 or like $200 on top of that. So, but who knows, Christmas is coming up, holidays are always coming up around the corner. Or even, you know, I talk about getting a summertime job. Maybe I'll get lucky, get a summertime job, buy all the models I want, find the models cheaper, and save up a little bit more money and buy the shifter. And you know, I know you guys are saying you're lucky, and trust me, I don't take my luck for granted. I was thinking today, you know, it's kind of cool that I've had these opportunities where I can actually have a little bit of extra pocket change to go and do things. So trust me, I know I may seem like I do take it for granted at times. I don't. Every day where I can actually sit here, have fun, make a video, and it doesn't really... Oh, we gotta pull into a way station. And it doesn't really cost me is always a fun experience for me. You know, I always do love making these videos for you guys. Another thing I wanted to talk about in this little video segment is vlogs. I will be making more vlogs. You know, I try to keep you guys entertained. I try to make videos that you guys liked. I saw I got quite a few comments and quite a few views on my last vlog about the CMA Awards, which was awesome. I love getting comments. I want to try and make my I try to keep my channel as family friendly and as just friendly in general for people who, you know, want to make a comment. You know, even though I may not share the same views as you, I will respect your views. So please, as long as there's no language or anything that highly offends people, it's nice to always get comments. Truck's a climber too, which is awesome. I've got it in 5th low, and it's just steady climbing. It's actually asking to go into 5th high. We're done climbing now, so now it's actually asking to go into 6th high, and I have no problem with that. Or 6th low. But that's probably the fastest we're going to go. Speed limit here is 75. I'm only doing 31 miles per hour, so I can go a little bit faster. This truck's also easier to gauge than my previous trucks. Once it starts getting loud, like now I'm not even really looking at the tachometer too much. I'm going off of the sound. Which, for having this truck really for a day, it's kind of, it blows my mind. Like right now I should probably shift it a little bit. Yeah, shift. A little early on the shifting, but still. That's how you save a transmission. Or so I'm told. I've never driven a real manual transmission or standard. I know there's some arguments about, is it manual, is it standard, is it, you know, automatic. If you have to have a clutch, I consider that manual. About another hour in game time, not real time, and we'll be there. So, got about 34 more miles to go. A beautiful truck. I do enjoy driving this around. Like I've said, you know, the 2 previous times, and I'll probably say it a million times in this video, this truck is so smooth just driving. I mean, maybe this should have been the first truck I bought instead of the 900WL, but again, I I had such a huge affinity for Kenworths that first time I drove a Peterbilt was through San Francisco and didn't have a fun experience with it, so it's kind of put me off Peterbilts for a little bit. I know, guys, you're all cutting me up about that 7 clicks comment, which now I don't do 7 clicks anymore. Truck's taken away from me. Truck's driving away from me, really. I'll do about 7 clicks there. Oh, time to downshift. Trailer brake time, so we don't roll back. We can take those trailer brakes off. I know my signal's going the wrong way too. I'm just doing that to let them know I'm coming up into this right lane over here. And that I'll be turning soon, so. I know I'm doing the grandma turn signals like, 500 feet. I think that actually is the legal. What you're supposed to do is 500 feet, but not a lot of people do that. I've also got the long axles, or the long frame. So I've heard that makes a difference when turning. I've noticed it when I did the first haul that I didn't quite compensate for having the long chassis and the trailer being so far, but here we are. Overshot. There we go. And let's take that out of there and put it in the very first gear, which is low, low. Low, low. Looks like we need to pull up into the place a little bit. Lowest high. First low. Yeah, this is actually a fairly weird place for me. I don't think I've been here before, so bear with me, guys. It might take a minute to go get this truck parked. If you're noticing, yes, I do have real vehicles in the game. Real AI traffic is what it's referred to as. We're stuck there. Okay. Back it out a bit, back it out a bit. Reversing its lowest gearing. I know, I'm just looking right out of the window. I should be using those mirrors, but sometimes for me it's hard to compensate with the mirrors. Alright, let's turn this bad boy into the spot. Oh shoot, I think I was supposed to reverse this in. Alright, yeah, bear with me guys. I'm supposed to reverse this in. Whoops. I hadn't had my coffee yet. You know what? You can't wait that long. It's going to take me a while. We still did good. No accidents, no injuries. $6,000, $6,800. We're doing great. I want to show you guys a couple of things here. Just so you know I'm not messing around with you on that drop axle. Was it down? Let's try this real quick. I don't think it was down, but... Oh, it was down the entire time. Okay. Yeah, I do have the drop axle. I haven't really used it to its fullest abilities. And I can roll with it, you know, while it's dropping, while it's not dropped. I do have the rotary beacon on there, like I think I demonstrated before, and then I do have the oversized load placard. I haven't put any aftermarket tanks on it, but I think I might put some aftermarket gas tanks on it. And this is one of those trucks that I'm probably going to do a lot with, like I did the the W900L, the Kenworth that I had first started out with, that you guys saw a lot. So okay guys, I hope you like this. I'm going to just keep trucking along, trying to get new money, you know, more money, maybe another garage, hire another driver, take over another truck once I get bored with this one. Golden Hawk was okay, but I started getting bored with it and I couldn't really put extra tanks, so it would cut down on my long hauls. But this one I might be able to get larger fuel tanks for. So, hope you enjoyed it. See you in another Truck and Talk Thursday and Freightliner Fridays coming out tomorrow. Later.